Hello everyone, Volfey here. Before we go observe and learn Teron Gorefiend, I want to thank you for continuous support. It's quite a ride and I appreciate each and every one of you. If you are new to my channel, destroy that sub button and spam the likes. Teron awaits. Let's go. Vigil, which can be seen from Black Temple's floor, is the place where Teron has to reside as he's the last boss to join the Black Temple lore-wise. Illidan was out of seaside bedrooms at this point, it seems. Nevertheless, it helped him to train some new abilities. Melee hits quite hard and needs a gear tank that can sustain it. Average hits about 6k plus and it can crush for way more. Incinerate targets random players and does 3k initial damage plus 8000 over 3 seconds in a form of dot. But it can be dispelled and should be dispelled instantly. He casts this ability quite frequently actually. Doom Blossom is semi-AoE ability. Boss spawns a shadow orb that spams shadow bolts at the raid and deals about 1500 shadow damage. It might not seem as much, but it cranks up damage and will require a COH and or Resto Shaman to heal it through. Especially deeper into the fight because the boss gradually spawns additional Doom Blossoms, making it a soft enrage timer. Crushing Shadows is a boss ability casted on random 5 players which only makes it so the player takes 60% increased shadow damage taken for 15 seconds. It works in synergy with Doom Blossom Shadow Bolt machine gun spam. Lastly, Shadow Death is a kill mechanic, kinda like Asgalor's Doom. Debuffed player will die in 55 seconds and spawn 4 constructs that he or she will have to kill on their own. But more about it in a minute. Boss tanking position is pretty much where he stands, while the entire raid is to the wall as much as possible. Boss doesn't cleave, so don't be afraid. For Teron, you need to have one tank. Others can equip some off-spec gear, or Protodin can dispel incinerate, so HPAL and Priest can heal. As long as you have about 6 to 7 healers, the rest of the raid setup can be however you want it to be. Teron Gorefiend is a DPS race fight. Pull on timer and blow cooldowns along with Bloodlust from the start. If you want to try and evade the first Shadow of Death, your paladins and mages can bubble and ice block, and rogues can use Cloak of Shadows, about 25 seconds after pull and combat start. Getting it for me was the most fun I could ever get. Firstly, I knew the raid won't wipe because I will handle constructs spotlessly. Secondly, it's a game inside a game. Surely you die after 60 seconds of Ghost, but it's worth it. So how it works? Simple. After 55 seconds you will spawn as a ghost and will have to deal with 4 constructs that are attacking anyone at random, with these abilities. As soon as you spawn you want to start dealing damage to them, so use ability number 5, Spirit Volley. Then you want to root them, so use ability number 4, it will shackle them in place. These 2 abilities have a decent cooldown, so to kill them spam Frostbolt-like ability. It will deal a big chunk of damage and slow them down, which is ability number 3. Important thing is to cycle through all 4 constructs and keep debuff on all of them, while waiting for ability 5 and ability 4 to come off of a cooldown. If you are the first ghost, it will depend on you to kill them before they kill someone else. Don't stress because constructs won't one-shot anyone, but kill them as soon as possible. If you are second ghost, you will have help from the first ghost and so on. If all constructs are dead, you can use ability number 1 on Teron himself, which is basic melee attack. Also, ability number 8 is a bubble that absorbs damage for tank or anyone else in the raid who you cast it on. It acts like Power Word Shield, absorbs the amount of damage and disappears. There are minigames on the internet through which you can practice this slappage, so as a proper guide, I'll leave it in the description. Also 2 more tips and infos about the ghost construct thingy. Research about your action bars add-on, if it will give you abilities on action bar 1 or on pet bars. Regular stock action bars from Blizzard will work fine, but for the rest I can't tell for sure, I'm not a big fan. Also, if you die while having a Shadow of Death debuff, you will become a ghost and spawn 4 constructs right then and there. The same will happen if you try to Hearthstone out with it. Just don't do it. On a scale from 1 to 5, I'd give this boss 3. Decently AoE damage oriented fight, but COH can take care of it easily. Nice melee damage and kill mechanic, does not require anything specific except the fun constructs mechanic. Teron is prerequisite kill to open doors to Mother Sharaz. When you step into Gorefiend's Vigil though, you will be greeted by many mobs and many different ones as well. Some of them are quite dangerous and require some raid coordination. In order of appearance there are Shadow Moon Champion, mob that has cone base attack that deals 3,500 damage, so turn it away from the raid. Also leaves Whirling Blade on the ground, so raid has to move away from it as soon as possible. Shadow Moon Reaver works together with Champion, debuffs players with increased shadow damage taken. At some point they get a shield which absorbs spell attacks which are getting stored and then released to nearby players in form of big slappage. Two ways to deal with this is to shield them until Champion is dead or separate them, casters kill Champion, melee kill Reaver. Turn him away from the raid as well. Shadow Moon Houndmaster is annoying from a bunch and does pretty much a lot of marksman hunter abilities you see on the screen. Easy to deal with, just make sure to pick up doggos he spawns so they don't kill healers and dispel any debuff. Shadow Moon Hounds. One is a regular mob, the other one is spawned by Houndmaster. Charges and leaves a dot, similar to any wolf mob you encountered before. Anyone know if these are tameable? Shadow Moon Grunt. Just a trash mob, nothing special, moving on. Shadow Moon Blood Mage, first caster type mob, and don't take it lightly, they steal 3,500 HP from all players in front of them in 45 yards distance and heal up. It's a must to be turned away. The second ability is Blood Bolt, which does 3000 damage on tank and splashes everyone in 10 yards radius of tank. You can sheep or fear to interrupt that cast or just kill it with casters. Shadow Moon Death Shaper, another caster with warlock abilities you see on screen. When there is a corpse nearby, he will spawn some skeletons. Nothing too much, easy to deal with. Red One Flayer, cannot be taunted and cleaves. Remember that and you will deal with him easier. It cannot be shackled, but he is stunnable. If you pull one of these, focus it down, as he has ignored mechanic, where he will ignore the tank sometimes and just wander to someone else. When it wears off, he will attack the highest red player again. Shadow Moon Weapon Master is the ultimate warrior type mob and uses a bunch of warrior abilities. Changes between Berserker stance and defensive stance, where he uses a shield wall. When he switches to Berserker stance again, he will use Whirlwind, dealing high melee damage and possibly even one-shotting players. So be prepared to run out when he says Shadow Moon Soldier is AoE target for mages and warlocks, barely a threat. Hand of Gorefiend at last is quite underwhelming. Surely they have big weapons and all they do pretty much is enrage, making them 20% faster and bigger. They are taunt immune though. Well, at least something. This trash is definitely at least second most dangerous of the instance. Don't take it lightly, be careful not to pull too many as they are quite stacked and close to each other. Pull pack by pack and pull them all the way back. That covers it for Teron and his Vigils mobs. Be open-minded towards a small constructs game, don't panic and you will do well. Don't forget to share down in the comments some of your first times doing the constructs and how it went. Would love to hear about that. That's all for this one. Stay safe and have fun playing the game. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.